Hey everyone, Dogmatic71 here, and welcome to Dogmatic DIY. Today I'm going to show you how to build my French cleat router holder with the bits. Right? All my bits are in here with the labels and everything. I got my plunge router adapter here, and then I even have room to put more stuff if I want up here. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so the second French cleat holder I'm going to do is going to be for my routers and my bits. As you can see, I do have a case here that the bits sit in. And the cool thing about those bits, is see if I can take it off the one hand, is see they have a little knob here. Where am I at? There's a knob there that can sit. So what I can do is I can router out a small little piece so those sit in my French cleat, and then this can sit on top of it or something like kind of like the saw does. So I'm going to see what I can build to do that. Okay, so I'll give you the next step when I get there. Okay, I'll give you an update. So what I did is I cut two pieces like this. I did round it off, but what I need is I kind of took the dimensions of inside here. So there's 3-inch clearance here from here to here, 3-inch here, and 3-inch there. So I needed a minimum 9 inches from here. Right. So what I did is I measured down the 3 inches, and then the reason I did this is because there's this piece here and this round piece. So this round piece will sit in the bottom here, but I'm gonna have to slide it in and have the top piece there up in the top here, right? That way it won't pull out unless you angle it away and down. And then what I did is I mirrored it on the other side. As you can see, the slots there, and then I'll hang it up like that. Put a top piece on. I'll put the angle piece for the French cleat on there. And then now what I got to do is I take this width here, and that's going to be my inside width. I'll leave it like 1/8 of an inch more, so it slides in nice and neat. And then I'll come back and show you the update. Okay, so now I'll give you an update. So now I did put the two sides on. I used some wood glue, and then I also drilled some screw holes and countersunk them so they're flush. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a top on, and I'm going to put a small little bottom one so it doesn't. So the thing is I might want to always kind of bow in a little bit, so to make it so these tracks, so the router bits slide in and out nice and easy, and it creates a little more stability there if I put a little bottom piece and a top piece. So I'll put a little bottom piece on, and then I'll put a top piece on, and then I'll give you an update. Okay, a little quick update. So I put the top piece on, the bottom piece on. I glued it and countersunk some screws. Now what I did is, you see I have here, so what I made sure is I had, this is 1/4 inch thick, just my wrench, made sure it's 1/4 inch thick, wider, so it'll slide in. So what I'm going to do is I'll keep this in, like even when I do the top piece, so when I'm screwing them together, it'll remain that 1/4 inch gap, so the bits will slide in and out of the tray a lot easier. So let me do the top piece and I'll give you an update. Okay, so now I'll give you a little update. So I put the top on here, and I just put the cleat back on the back here. Screwed it in, countersunk. Top, same thing, glued it, countersunks the screws. So it just so happened, so I'm gonna put that on. Worked out perfect. Like, look at underneath. I have like a quarter-inch gap between my power bar and this. I don't know if I'll keep it right here, but it's nice to know that it doesn't hit that plug if I want it low. So then, now I can just put this on top if I want, see? And I'll show you how these slide in my little bits here. So, let's try this first. This was my top one. I'm going to try to do this. So, like I said, I have this little top tongue piece, and then I have this piece. So I have to kind of angle this first. So, turn it. Then I can twist it up because I have this extra piece, and then right like that. And it's nice and snug. Let's try the next one here. Same thing. Turn it and twist, and there we go. To me, I like it. Rather than what I could have done is I could have just took a piece of plywood and drilled holes for these to sit in, but it's nice to be able to see the shape and the size. Like, see, that one says 5/8, so I know the size, what it does, and as I do some routing, but I don't use it a ton, so it's nice to be able to see. Like guys that use a router every day, they know exactly what each one does without even looking. So I'm going to go do the last one here, and there we go. Perfect. And it doesn't interrupt. See, since I've kind of curved the bottom here, it's not a sharp edge, and it sits back. It's not hard to not be able to grab the plugs. So it's nice and easy. I can grab the plug without it being in the way. Now I got my router. I could put some of my other stuff up here if I want. Like on this one here, I ended up putting the little vacuum attachment on it. So I can put some of the other pieces on here if I want. Nice and sturdy. I don't really need, I could probably put a backing on here. Just cause, so it's, but it's not too bad. I don't know if I need to put a backing on it. It does look like it's angling a little bit, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll put a 3/4 inch backing, just a piece of wood. I got a couple pieces of 3/4 inch wood right there. Scrap pieces. I'll just lie piece on the back along the bottom and give it a little more stability, make it straight, and there we go. All my bits are nice and neat. If I need one, I just pull it out, nice and easy, and then I can put my stuff on the top. Alright, so final update here. So what I did is, you can see actually I have the router back in here, because what I wanted to do is I had my little wrench. Well, instead of leaving it up here and it can get knocked down, I drilled, I don't know if I can see, yeah, drilled a little hole. All I did was use the little router bit here. Then I plunged it, and now that sits nice. It's secure, so it won't fall down and fall, end up somehow, you know, always things seem to find a way to find a little crack to fall behind. So now that's there, because I'll be using it to change the bits out. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video, and we'll talk to you later.